Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Friday. Friday's the day of the week. We turn to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey guys, vote us in a map. And they've gone with this one. And it's the correct choice. Having seen the map now, I can tell you absolutely the correct choice. This is not a show you're going to want to skip over. You're going to want to sit back and enjoy it. I promise you, you're going to like it and be impressed. In a week where we've had 2 A-listers already, this is just a really good week. Originally requested by Justin Castlebury in the comments. Thanks for that, Justin. Thank you so much. A word of caution, if you are requesting a map in the comments and you don't get a response, try again or just use social media, because you're always more likely to get it spotted via social media. So many comments. So many BonBonBingo cards. A link is in the description. Play along just for fun, but don't be too distracted today. Especially, don't want to be distracted during daily reminders. Because being distracted during that will mean you won't be supporting the channel. Please support the channel. Clicking the like button. Thank you so much for your support. Today's map is Mountain Meadows Remastered Vanilla by Sandite Spartan 117. Yes, Sandite Spartan is that creator who's taken the vanilla maps and basically made them good. The original vanilla maps, not the ones made by others. There's your start square, very strong, no complaints about that. Terrain heights, buildable in the middle of the map, hills around the outside, and what hills they are too. Then we have resources, which are centered on 25 tiles and are usable. It's field painting-ish, but are very usable. Happy with that. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we've got all of the fish. All of them. Every single one of them. In the world. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC is required today, and it's a 100% vanilla map, so no assets are required at all. We've got a custom theme made by Sandite Spartan. It's the Germany theme, and we'll be using the Relight Neutral LUT. Also, they've used no controller and intersection marking tool, which you don't need, but if you do, you'll have slightly more polished roads, and it's just pretty cool. Pretty danged cool. Okay, down to ground level. Let's give you a quick heads up on their history. Sandite Spartan, 10 times we have reviewed them, get the words out. 5 times 11 stars, 3 times 12 stars, 1 time 13 stars, and 1 time 8 stars, but that was down to the dreaded 1 star for gameplay potential, technical error, and it was a 12-star map. But yeah, when you're losing that many stars on, we'll just ignore that one, shall we? So yes, 10 times in the past, and this is their best. This is their best. There's no doubt in my mind at all about it. In fact, this was the very first vanilla map that they remastered, and they've gone back and given it a complete overhaul. Now, I don't normally re-review maps once they get redone, but I've not actually done this one. Mountain Meadows was their first one. I never got around to doing it, so this for me is the first time. Yeah, diddly little dry river crossing going on there, fine. Yeah, this for me is the first time I have seen any version of this map other than the original Cloth the base game map, which frankly was meh. Is that the nicest word we've got for it? Yeah, meh. Anyway, first intersection there, perfectly lovely. Again, intersection marking tool is in operation. If you don't have the mod, then it doesn't matter. You just won't have those extra line markings. And the lane merging will just be slightly more vanilla. Get the words out. Struggling today, spluttering my words out today. Be fine. We'll get through it. I think I'm too excited about the map. It's one of those that I'm as good as Sandite Spartan is, and they are very good at rebuilding. They've done enough of them to know what they're doing. I wasn't expecting too much, to be honest with you. Just like a good quality variant of the original. Nice bridges. Is this a big old bridge? Everybody loves one, so let's say it is, shall we? Anyway, yes, it's... Oh, bounce. Let's get a bit more height here, shall we? It's it was our next intersection there. You wouldn't believe this. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got the custom theme and the custom LUT, so it will look a lot more vanilla otherwise, but what we've got here is just so nice. It's just so nice. Look at the shapes of those hills in the distance as well. I was so excited. When I started flying over this, I'm going, right, okay, let's work out the ratings as I'm going along. And they were just slowly but surely edging up as we go. This is your start square intersection here. Look at this. And I mean, look at the intersection markings. Again, you'll only have these if you've got the mod, which doesn't make it vanilla. But if you have, it's just on point. Loving it. And there's your start square, which again, you can see is flat enough. You don't need me to put the terrain lines on to see that is flat with a bit of a hill on the encroachment there, for just a different elevation, which is nice. So yes, I mean, if I expected this map to have been any good, we would have reviewed it months ago. I was expecting it to be okay. I was expecting it to be, you know, an 11, or sound like Spartan is the king of 11s and 12s. You know, 113 and an 8 is all we've got spoiling the 11s and 12s. And 11s and 12s are good scores. If you get an 11 stars, you know, if you get anything over 9, I mean, 9 is part. If you get 3, for anybody who's never seen this before, if you get 3 stars across the board, that is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Be happy with your work, okay? If you get high 3s into low 4s, then you're winning. Then you've done something good. Then you've done something that just stands out above being just okay. And that's what I was expecting. I was expecting at best maybe low to middle 4s, because it's a vanilla rehash of an original vanilla base game map. How can it be any good? I'm not really talking about standards here at the moment, because there's not really too much to say. Look, we're onto the rail already. We're looking onto the rail. Now, in terms of the network layouts, they're fine. They're fine. There's an argument to be made that there could be a slightly different layout which would alleviate traffic problems. That said, I've actually spent a bit of time looking at this, and I don't really think there will be any serious traffic problems, not beyond what you get on any other map anyway. So whilst I was thinking, could this do with a more technical, clever, ring roady style layout, I don't see that there's a real need for it. It's absolutely right as it is. And so, yeah, it works. Rail again, possible slight incline here. Eyeball check. It's hard to see whether it is or it isn't. Could be perfectly flat. Could be an optical delusion. We might even have been going downhill. So, again, happy to let that go. I could have been. Again, this is a vanilla take on a vanilla base game map, so we're not worrying about true realism. We're looking at good enough realism, and what we've got here is more than good enough realism, I would say, for a standard build. The question is, beyond the networks, is this map any good? Well, there's not long to find out. We'll be going taking one of those lovely intermissions that we've not seen for a year. So if you've not seen this one for a while, jump on board. Definitely a channel worth following. And then we'll come back and we'll check the shipping and the water flow. Right back after this.
I can't believe I'm plugging this, but my husband, this old gamer, has a YouTube channel where he builds cities or something. He thinks he's funny and different from other Cities Skylines channels, but what he needs to do is take out the trash. But in the meantime, check out this old gamer.
Everybody loves Katie, old gamer. She's not that old. Anyway, back down to a Mountain Meadows Remastered Vanilla by Soundlight Spartan 117 and shipping routes. We have this one shipping route that comes up the river and bends a little bit here, bends a little bit there, and then stops just before what appears to be some kind of rapids. Okay, speaking of rapids, the water is pretty rapid. It's wide, it's strong, it's deep enough, and for any sort of vanilla base game style play, this river is going to be more than adequate. I'm going to say more than adequate, I'm going to say it's perfect for your standard game. There, yeah, that's where you harbour down this way somewhere. You'll find the space, I'm sure you will. Okay, the map as a whole is just dreamy. It's just dreamy in terms of, do you want to build a city? Well, yeah, that's what the map's all about. The fields are hinted at, and the hedgerows are just hinted at. It keeps the tree count down, and I would say they're very neatly done indeed. Very neatly done, just the right amount. Look at those hills. Look at the shapes of those hills. This is next level stuff. Colossal Order, take note, okay? Take note. I mean, just look at this. How cool is that? Absolutely amazing. Remember, the theme created by Sandite Spartan themselves, and that is what's making that double pop. Good terrain work and a great theme to go with it. Okay, we have some quarries, and look at these. There's no doubt where your ore is there? There's no doubt at all. There's ore in there. There's another patch of ore over here. And all the quarries are similar but different. So this one just quarried into the side. It doesn't actually go down. It's quarried into, and we actually have the rail running past it as well, which is really neat. Get your cargo hub in there and start whipping that ore away. And we have another one over here. This one's different yet again because it contains one of our favourite friends. It's, everybody with me, everybody's favourite factory. And look at that, nicely tiered as well. That is just beautiful. It's beautiful. As quarries go, yeah, I mean, a little bit make-believe, but why not? Now, okay, I've got one minor grumble. Okay, see these logs? I mean, they're all the way along the river. They're all the way along the river. I don't mind that so much because you can get logs washed up all the way along the river. It's where these little inlets are that I'm not 1000% buying. Like, I don't see how those logs would wash up like that. I think, do you know what? I'm going to show you what I think. How about that? Let's go in. I'll grab move it. I shall shunt a few logs about. Roughly. And, you can disagree with me. You can disagree with me if you like. They're probably, they're washing downstream. So they're more likely to get pushed up against this bank. Not absolutely guaranteed to get pushed up against this bank, but more likely. So what I'll do is I'm going to budge you up a little bit, slightly up the banks, and something like that. But not all of them. Maybe this one just got lodged there. So I think that is slightly more interesting than how Sandite Spartan had it. That said, can I prove that the water wouldn't have washed them up in that manner? I can't. This is probably where they've come from, though. There's been some logging going on. But not just that, some burning going on. I don't know if this is some sort of charcoal burning or something. Charcoal burning is something I learnt about at, I think it was first school, might be middle school. And then when it's all burnt through, you end up with this smouldering lump. I like this. It's subtle. Again, you're probably just going to want to delete it, and I don't blame you. But as a little in-game detailing treat, it's nice to see. Very nice to see. Very pleasing indeed. Right, what more have we got? Okay, right. The river's going up into the mountains. This is where things can go badly wrong. Rivers going up into mountains. But not today. Not today. This one, it stays moderately wide. We've got some interesting shapes. We've got some interesting rock work going on as well. No glitching going on, which is something you often see with vanilla rocks. But no glitching going on, and that just goes up to like a fake spawn point. Again, tucked away in a way that you're not going to notice it, so I don't mind too much. All told, very nice. Right, back down to the start square, and we've got a really interesting asset of the day as well. This normally would go on the Saturday. But we got another quirky one tomorrow, so let's have a look at this quirky one today. This is the Schadau Castle, which I believe is a German Villa. I wouldn't call this a castle. Ooh, it's not a castle. By VecchioChristo. And factoids. Because factoids. Sandite Spartan, remember? The city of Sparta rose to power around 650 BC. From 492 BC to 449 BC, the Spartans led the Greek city-states in the war against the Persians. It was during the Persian Wars that the Spartans fought that famous battle where 300 Spartans held off hundreds of thousands of Persians, allowing the Greek army to escape. After the Persian Wars, the Sparta went to war against the Athens, with the two city-states fighting from 431 to 404 BC, with Sparta eventually triumphing. Hurrah for Sparta! Anyway, after that they kind of fizzled away a little bit, but then the Romans came along. What have the Romans ever done for us? They didn't build Schadau Castle, I'll tell you that. That was VecchioChristo who built that one. Thank you very much, Vecchio Roman, or Roman Christo, or something. Thank you. Very nice, quirky looking building. But we've got something even more quirky tomorrow. Be there for that. You can disappear for a moment if you like. Your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Oh, look, we've got a dam. Ooh, it's a dam. Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description that takes you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Right, okay, let's start off with the aesthetics, because we always do. I don't see what more we could ask for here. It's memorable. It's a good looking map. There's nothing wrong with it. It's memorable. It's visually striking. It's 5 stars. Detailing. Okay, right, those logs. Well, okay, right, I can't prove that they wouldn't have ended up like that though, can I? And that was the only thing that was stopping me giving it from 5 stars, and I can't disprove it. So 5 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. I gave that consideration to a slightly different road network, the old ring road system that Mr. Miyagi's so famous for. But the more I look at it, I don't see that it would really benefit the map any more than it's set up already. There's no traffic issues. It's 5 stars for gameplay. Sandite Spartan 117's Mountain Meadows Remastered Vanilla gets the BonBonB seal of approval, is the latest in a very elite crew of all-star maps, and I genuinely did not expect that one to be. Of the maps this week, that was probably 3rd or 4th on my list for an all-star status. In other words, I didn't expect it at all. Sandite Spartan, take a bow. Is that taken? Good. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day in the comments, score yourself some population points just for fun. I'll be back tomorrow with a good map and a very quirky asset. It goes round and round and round.